And back here, Vice President Kamala Harris is campaigning across the battleground state of Wisconsin today, one day after she sat down for what some are saying is the most adversarial interview of her campaign. Our political panel joins me now to discuss yesterday's sit-down with Fox News and much more. Brakkton Booker is national political correspondent for Politico, and Fin Gómez is our CBS News political director. Gentlemen, great to see you both. Brakkton, I want to start with you. I want to play a clip from Harris, her sit-down with Fox News last night. This is essentially about her campaign wanting to turn the page.
You've been vice president for 3.5 years. So what are you turning the page from?
Well, first of all, turning the page from the last decade in which we've been burdened with the kind of rhetoric coming from Donald Trump that has been designed and implemented to divide our country.
So she's talking about turning the page from Donald Trump, and I think a lot of Trump supporters want to turn the page from the Biden administration. But this seems like a way for her to kind of thread the needle there. What did you make of it?
Yeah, definitely threaded the needle, but I think overall the sit down with Fox News was beneficial for her because she had not had a really adversarial interview in a while, right? Like she had a couple of interviews with some major networks where she was critiqued for not having some clear, more concise answers to what some folks thought were some simple questions about, you know, what were going to be some of the first policies that she was going to implement. Sitting with that interview with Bret Baier showed that she could not only take a punch, but also kind of push back a little bit with some really tough questioning in an environment where she knew she was not going to get sort of this cakewalk of an interview. So I think she performed pretty well. But to your point, yes, she was threading the needle, but you are starting to see that she is starting to create a little bit of distance between her and the Biden administration.
Yeah, I mean, one of those tough questions, Finn, was on the issue of immigration, which we know is a top issue for voters in some of the battleground states, but especially for Trump voters. I want to play a little clip of what she had to say there.
We have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have an
it's a rough estimate of 6 million people have been released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer. The first bill, practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes, ma'am. It was called the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially a pathway to citizenship for the. Yes, ma'am.
May I finish responding, please?
But
you have to let me finish.
You
please.
had the White House and the House and the Senate, and they didn't bring up that bill.
I'm responding to the point you're raising, and I'd like to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Finn, I'm curious what you make of that exchange.
Well, I think it actually is somewhat reminiscent of that famous 2020 line. I think it was a good moment for her. Yes, it was a pugilistic interview, but that "let me finish" line I thought was a strong one. Look, she didn't give all that many details in that response, I thought, and it definitely wasn't, I think, what many of the Fox viewership would wanted specifically. But I think, as Brakkton said, I think that she more than held her own. I think she did what she had to do, and also because frankly, Donald Trump said no to a debate, right? Another debate, and also there was an effort, a strategic effort to appeal to moderate Republicans who are on the bubble in these crucial battleground states, and I think she did that effectively last night.
Yeah, not necessarily trying to appeal to that audience, but showing that she can do those sorts of interviews. I mean, we'll see how it's assessed by the public, and of course, whether this moves any votes. I also want to play. It was a tale of lots of interviews, town halls this week. I want to play some sound, Finn, from Trump did a town hall with Univision, and here was a really notable question from a voter there. Let's take a listen.
What happened during January 6th, and the fact that you waited so long to take action while your supporters were attacking the Capitol.
You had hundreds of thousands of people come to Washington. They didn't come because of me. They came because of the election. They thought the election was a rigged election, and that's why they came. Some of those people went down to the Capitol. I said peacefully and patriotically, nothing done wrong at all, nothing done wrong.
That's a pretty big statement, right? This was done out of love, or an event of love. Curious what you both make of that exchange.
I was there on January 6th. There was not a day of love, But I think it's something that another journalist who writes for Politico, Adrian Carrasquillo, said yesterday is that in Harris campaign panels with voters, this is registered. January 6th is registered high with Latino voters, bigger than I think that many expected. For some, it's reminiscent of. That day was reminiscent of what they've been seeing in some of their home countries, countries of origin, where you do see some of these, attacks on the leadership in respective governments. So I think it was really telling. And by the way, I think that construction worker, that moment has gone viral.
Yes, I was about to say that.
And he hasn't said he said it wasn't answered to his liking.
Yeah, well, just the facial expressions alone have been amplified on social media, showing that this answer was not satisfactory. If you thought that answer was satisfactory, then maybe you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. But if you felt like that answer could deliver for you, then I mean that is a gold mine that the Harris campaign and their influencers are really leaning into right now.
And I know you were just reporting in Detroit. I know you've been covering Harris's campaign. I'm curious if you think kind of those moments. I mean, I noticed that she started to play clips at her rallies. I'm wondering if this might also be continuing.
I can see that certainly being played at a rally. But yeah, the folks in Detroit really want. They really want to see her a lot more in the flesh. Like she's been doing, and I've been having some reporting on this, that she's been doing a lot of kind of small, intimate gatherings, and they really want to see her a lot more in some of these bigger rallies where they can feel like they can touch, they can feel. Even when she was doing her interview with Charlemagne, it was a closed-off viewing party, and she also was doing it from a studio that a lot of folks didn't know that was happening. So this weekend in Detroit, when she returns, I think a lot of people are going to be excited to actually see her and feel the energy of her campaign.
Pounding the pavement in those blue wall states, they'll help determine who wins this whole thing. Brakkton and Fin, I know you'll be following it all for how many days?
19 days.
19 days until Election Day. But states are already voting. So, well, thank you both.